knows where we're going. Such a beautiful day to spend outside and go on the trails, guys. Welcome back. I'm a little delayed on filming this week. Okay, because we are getting here right now. This is Rosie hanging out back in the forest. I am digging my toes into the sand and really grounding and getting earthy. So I am very excited about today's episode because it is a question and answer, a Q&A, and I have some wonderful questions and some answers to give you guys. So let's get right to it. Okay guys, I was down near the water, but something really funny happened. I was down there and it started getting really windy, and all of a sudden, like, the water was like, I don't know, I saw water coming up from the bottom of the big body of water, and it started circling, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna stick around and find out. Got Rosie, gathered my stuff, holding my shoes, ran through the forest without any shoes, made it out alive. So now I'm in the backyard behind a tree, still keeping it outside and real. But I wanted to share that with you because I was actually really nervous and scared. But still ready to get down to business and talk about questions and answers. So let's get this Q&A finally started. I find there's a lot of questions when it comes to yoga, and especially for those like first timers who aren't really used to yoga and just like getting some of that information out there. So some of the questions I have: does yoga hurt? It shouldn't. It shouldn't hurt. If you are feeling pain, that's not a good sign. You should never feel pain. Slight discomfort is normal. Some muscle aches are normal, but it should never be pain. Yeah, just finding comfort in the discomfort is normal and natural, but pain is not. So if you're in pain, get out of that pose, because you shouldn't be. What is the best style of yoga for beginners? Hatha. Hatha, hatha, hatha. Hatha is better for beginners. It's a lot slower paced compared to a vinyasa flow. And I would even say yin can be a comforting style because it's a lot slower, but then again, those postures you are holding for like anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, and they can feel kind of intense, but those ones are, with yin, you're sitting a lot more. So I would say hatha for beginners, to be honest. Sorry, it's getting windy here. What style of yoga is the most difficult? This one is easy. It is Ashtanga. Ashtanga yoga is difficult because there is a set series and sequence of postures that you have to go through. You cannot continue going on if you cannot finish the poses, so it kind of stops you, and it is a lot more fast-paced. So Ashtanga is not ideal for beginners. Keep that in mind. It is fun once you get to it, though. What is the best time for yoga? This is a great question because I think most people say in the morning, but I think it also works like what works best for you. If you are someone who like needs a calming, yoga class to kind of relax your body down and get that extra energy out before bed, I think yoga at night can work for someone. Or if you have a busy schedule in the day and you want to do it in the evening and you're still getting that yoga practice in, I think that is like the most important thing. But if you're trying to go with just trying out yoga and you want to get it in the morning before work, yoga in the morning works really well, and that way you're setting yourself up for success right before your day starts. So that is why yoga is suggested to be better done in the morning. Setting yourself up for success. Is it okay to do yoga at night? Yes. Yes, it is, because like I said before, yoga helps you get rid of any of that like excess energy that's in your body, and that is great before you're winding down before bed. Then you can wind down with a nice shavasana, get comfy, get in tune, and get those thoughts out and have that space to do so. So that way when you are ready to rest your head on your pillow, you got that excess energy out of your body and you've already had some time to process and think about your day. Question number 6. Can yoga make you fart? This one is really funny just because I think that's something a lot of people are worried about when they go to a yoga studio, that like they're gonna be in like downward dog and they're gonna fart. Guess what? People fart. It happens. Your body is moving and using different muscles. These muscles are relaxing and contracting, and yeah. So can yoga make you fart? Yes, it can. No one's gonna judge you though, especially if you're doing yoga in the comfort of your own home. Because I mean, if you're judging yourself on farting, I mean, you're gonna be judging yourself for a long time, and just judging yourself like that is not healthy. So try to go in with an open mind and realize that, you know what, probably a lot of people that have been in that yoga room or studio or have practiced have farted from doing yoga. So I could tell you, it could make you fart. How many times a week should you do yoga? This is a question that really depends on you and your body. And listening to your body is like the most important thing. But ideally, I think to keep it consistent would be to do it like 2 to 5 times a week. If you're doing the Ashtanga practice, I believe it's 6 times a week. Yeah, you know your body best. So like some days you're gonna need a couple more rest days depending on the practices that you're doing. And then other days you might feel like you have more energy to do more yoga. So listening to your body and what it tells you is the best way to find out what works best for you and your schedule. Do I need to say namaste after a yoga class? No, you don't have to say namaste. It's more of a greeting and a welcoming, and you know, it's also about your preference. That's a hard question, to be honest, but if you don't feel comfortable saying it, don't say it. You can really just go to excuse me, you can just really go up to a teacher at the end of the practice and just say thank you, I really enjoyed the practice, if that's something you even want to say. You don't even have to say anything if you don't want to. It's what you feel comfortable with. And I think I have 2 more questions. What advice would you give to new yoga students, yoga beginners? Be open. Because there's a lot of different styles of yoga, and just be open to the practices, be open to the environment, the community, be open to yourself, and just keep practicing, because I believe that there's yoga out there for everybody, and there's different styles, different flows, different teachers, and one practice and one class might not work for you, but another might. So just continuing to do that self-work and be open-minded is just something really valuable to have during a yoga class. And what is my favorite style of yoga? I really like yin. Yin is one of my favorites because personally, I really like that slowing down and feeling each position for the 3 to 5 minutes and breathing through that. And after a yin practice, I just feel so relaxed. Like I really needed that. Another one I really enjoy is chakra embodiment practices. So I can align all my chakras, and I just feel really in tune with myself after that. And hot yoga. If you know me, you know I am someone who dislikes the cold very much, and hot yoga is just something that I love the heat. I love sweating, I love the heat, and it allows your body to deepen the practice because of the warmth, and it helps with your flexibility. And yeah, usually the hot yoga is a hot vinyasa or a hot flow, and I also like moving my body in a hot room where I'm warm and just loving life. So yeah, I think that is all the questions. There was 10 questions there. If you enjoyed the questions, the Q&A, let me know in the comments. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me. Feel free to comment below. I can do another Q&A at some other point. And I hope you learned a little bit here, and hopefully you will be joining a yoga class very soon. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next weekend.